Hi guys! So I wanted to do a tutorial showing you a easy braided updo. You can see I actually had my hair in it earlier today for a job interview for some summer work. I'm shedding, so it left my hair all nice and wavy. But it's a style that you can dress up and look professional, or you can just wear it casually. It looks like you spent a lot of time on it, but if you have the French braiding technique down, it's actually pretty simple. So I'm just going to start with my hair in its natural or normal part, how I normally part it. You could probably do a center part if you wanted to. I just think that the asymmetrical look looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But gosh, yeah, it's definitely summer. I'm shedding like a cat here. So I'm just going to take one side of my hair and put it in a hair tie. And then I'm just going to section off a chunk of my hair. You can see it's just a triangle section from the part to about to my eyebrow. I have really thick hair, so I'm picking up a pretty big section. You can do smaller, larger, however floats your boat. But then, just like a regular French braid, I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. And just cross over the middle. Then I'm going to pick up some hair from the part side, blend it in with the braid, and cross that over the middle. Do the same thing on the side closer to my ear. Pick up and add to the strand on that side. Then cross it over the middle again. So essentially it's just like you're doing a double French braid to start. I'm hoping the sound comes out okay on this. I'm using my phone. I normally try to use a digital camera, but it's just too hard to bend down so you guys can see it, so I needed the flip screen on my phone. So I'm still just picking up on each side and adding it in as I go, and you can see the braid. Hope my face isn't shining as much as I think it is. It's so hot in my apartment right now. Actually, it's not that hot. I'm from the Midwest. I can't stand heat. I'm a baby. So now I got to my ear, and I'm just going to pick up on the side close to my ear for now, for the rest of the braid. So I just pick up and add, and cross that in. Then on this side, I'm not going to pick anything up, I'm just going to cross it over the middle. And on the outer side, pick up again. Make sure you get all the snarls out before you braid it in, because once you get them braided in, you can ruin the whole braid. Again, not picking up on this side, just crossing it over. Pick up on the side by my ear. And again, I'm doing really big pickups just because I have thick hair. You probably, if you have normal or thin hair, you'll probably be picking up much smaller sections. Got to kind of experiment to see what works for your hair. And then I just picked up the last strand. You want to check and make sure that you don't have any loose strands floating around in there. Just one over here, but I'll put that on that side because you don't want to finish doing your braids and then have this long rat tail hanging down the back of your neck that you didn't get into the braid. So then you want to try really hard to not pull the braid over your shoulder until it gets long enough, like there. Because if you wrap it around and start trying to braid it, it's going to make the braid go crooked. So I'm going to go as far down as I can. My hair is layered, so some little tufts of it are sticking out. Just go down as far as I can. No, hairspray that, so that'll help it. And I always talk about putting these thicker bands around your hair to avoid breaking your hair. But with this, especially if you have layered hair like mine, the braid gets really skinny at the end. You don't want to do that because when you put it into the updo, you're going to end up with these big bulky hair ties in the middle of it. So I'm just putting these, you can't even see it on the camera, but these clear elastics. I just got them at CVS for a couple bucks. If you ever had braces, they kind of remind me of the rubber bands that the orthodontist would put on your braces to shift your jaw around. Painful memory. But yes, I'm just putting that at the end of the braid so that it's sectioned off, but it's not like bulky or anything. Got a little bit of a bubble in the back, but okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Again, sectioning off about part to eyebrow, do it in thirds, cross outside over the middle, and then inside over the new middle. And I know I'm whipping through it really fast. I've been braiding my own hair since I was in 9th grade, which is about 15 years ago now. So be patient with yourself if you've never French braided before. Give yourself some practice. So picked up, cross over the new middle, pick up on this side, cross over the new middle. It's definitely easier if you have someone else or even just a doll that has realistic proportions or something to practice on first to get the rhythm into your fingers without your arms getting ridiculously tired. I actually learned how to French braid by practicing on my American Girl doll's hair when I was in grade school, and it, like I said, took me until high school to be able to French braid my own hair. And I'm past my ear, so I'm just going to start picking up on the outside now. The inside I'm just going to cross over. Pick up, just cross over the inside. My fingers are getting confused because I'm used to just doing 2 French braids and picking up on both sides all the way down. So I've got to fight the urge to do a pickup every time I do the inside of the braid. But just crossing it over. So really make sure you've got any loose pieces of hair, that they're not just floating around. So nothing's more annoying than getting your hair styled perfectly with a braid and then realizing you've got those loose strands coming down the back. And got it all picked up, so just doing a regular braid. Off. Jeez, I'm shedding even more. Blech. There's a wastebasket there. I'm not just making this big hairball on the floor. And so the next part of the style just depends on how long your hair is. You could, if you have shorter braids, just pin the back, but I have longer, so I'm going to actually pretty much put my hair in 2 knots. So, just one. The other, and just, so I'm looking at my mirror too as I'm doing this. Try to tuck the ends in. And then just grab all the bobby pins I can find and shove them in the in the back until I feel like it's not going to move. And always use more bobby pins than you think are necessary, because your hair will feel like it's in place, but then once you start moving around, it's really easy for it to start sliding out. I want to get those corkscrew pins that you just kind of crank into your hair. I think those would be amazing, but it's an investment, small investment, nonetheless an investment that I need to make. So I'm digging for my bobby pins here. And this is very much just a feeling thing, wherever you feel like the hair is coming loose, just shove a bobby pin in there pretty much. If you have a second mirror that you can use to look backwards and see where strands might be sticking out or where things might be coming loose, those are very helpful. Sometimes I find the braids themselves start sagging a little bit. I think that's just when you're first trying to master this technique and you accidentally braid a little bit looser than you want to, but you can just stick bobby pins right into the braid too. Just try to keep a few pieces of hair over them so that they're hidden, but it should keep the braids in place. So this might look a little bit messy in the back because I'm multitasking here, trying to talk to you guys and pin it all at the same time. But then to dig for it, sorry. Just gonna take some hairspray with a strong hold and really get it in place. So this isn't a style to do if you weren't planning to wash your hair for a couple more days. It's gonna be full of hairspray. And I gotta really do mine good because the layered hair, little tufts of the braid want to stick out. So that took me about 12 minutes, and again, that's with me talking and explaining everything to you guys. Turn around and let you see. And I've gone all day with my hair like this. If you're not used to it, the bobby pins can start to hurt after a little while, so if you're going to a long event, I recommend sticking a few aspirin or ibuprofen in your purse, but once you get used to it, and it's just really nice to be able to just do this and have it, again, look dressy and be able to do it in under 10 minutes. So, yeah, that's, sorry, just got a text message as I was doing this. Yeah, that's this tutorial. Like I said, it takes some time to get used to the French braid itself, but once you've got that, the rest is pretty simple and straightforward. So, as always, if you have any comments, questions, if you have requests for future videos, please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.